Welcome to the Book of Riffs. In this series of videos, we're going to discover the art of riffing. How do you get 2, 3, 4, 5 horn players together on the bandstand and making up an arrangement instantly behind a vocalist, behind a soloist? But before I get back to the studio and you go back to the practice room, I'm going to take a walk on the beach. It has been raining for months here. And it's a beautiful sunny day. The dogs are restless. I'm going to do a walk, and you're going to get your instrument out, get a piece of paper and a pencil, and search the internet for a transposition cheat sheet. So when I get back to the studio, you'll be all ready to go. And we'll do a final little preparation before we do our first run through. See you there in a minute. For your first blues in B flat, we're going to be looking at guide tones from the third note of the scale that you're in. Guide tones are the way that we move the pitch throughout the blues. I will give you prompts on the screen for C instruments, B flat instruments, E flat instruments, and yes, even F instruments like French horn. Here is the note you're going to play first. You need to be able to play a semitone or a half step under that note, and also a semitone or a half step above that pitch. The second thing you'll need to do is follow my rhythm. I'm going to use what I call a pump. It gives the music much more movement. In 4/4 time, there are 2 strong beats, on beat 1 and on beat 3. What the pump does is it anticipates the second strong beat of the bar, and it makes the music more syncopated. Sometimes I play the pump long, sometimes I play it short. You need to use your ears and follow me very closely. All right, let's get into the studio and put our first line down for our guide tones from the third, using pump number 1. Fantastic. You put your first line down. Now let's put the second one down. It's called the guide tone from the 5th. Find your way 2 notes above, and you don't move. Stay on the same note all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're doing great. Now, our third and final harmony for riff number 1 uses guide tone movement called root or sixth. The first time through, I will play the root or the first scale degree of the key that you're in. And then the second time through, we'll move down to the 6 and play 2 notes down and play that all the way through. The third time through, we will go back to the first note or the root and finish that off. The difference is when you're playing the 1, it's a little bit more stable. When you're going and playing off the 6, it's a bit sweeter, a bit more jazzy. So listen for the difference of the two. Let's get going and put our third and final harmony down for riff number 1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just had to pull over because I got these riffs in my head. Another riff to go with the first riff. So we've done the pumps, we've got our rhythm done, but now we need a melody riff. So I'm going to use 3 numbers only, the 1, the 6, and the 5. Welcome to my practice room. Let's get started. We've got 3 riffs to create out of 3 numbers. So let's use the 1, the 5, and the 6. But let's start our first riff from down below, from the 5. Let's have 5, 6, 1, 6. So 1, 2, 3. And let's do that several times. And then at the end, I'll double that up. That's just 5, 6, 1. Over and over. Now, the next riff, we'll start on 1, and we'll start on beat 1, and we'll go down. So that's 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6. And then we'll double that up at the end. So 1, 6, 5, 1, 6, 5, 1, 6, 5, 1. The third riff we'll do is something from, let's do Jumping at the Woodside, which is the Count Basie Band. You got to look that one up. And that goes 1, 2, 3. So that's 5, 6, 1, 6 for a long 6. And then at the end of that, so there's 3 riffs, 3 numbers. Now, in a real live situation, I would get more time out of each riff before I moved on to the next one. All right, let's get into the studio and lay this down.
1, 2.